Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. There's a misconception that's been around probably since the church first formed, and that is the idea that the church only wants money. Well, the sad fact is sometimes there are churches, yes, that is their main focus. They want money as much as they can get their hands on. But let's be fair, every church needs money. Every church relies on the giving of the congregants. Because without people giving money to the church, that church will not exist. Now, every single church, whether they meet in a building or not, needs money at some point. Let's put it this way, we all need money. As a matter of fact, all of us want money. If you say, well, money doesn't mean much to me, well then go and tell your employer that you are willing to work for free. That don't pay me because I'll work for free, because money doesn't mean anything to you. Well, that's just simply not true, is it? Because money means something to you. And certainly the church needs money. It pays for the bills of the church, like the utilities. It pays the pastor, because the pastor doesn't make any money normally outside of being the pastor of the congregation. Money goes towards missionaries, and money goes to help those in need. And without people giving, none of that can occur, and the building will be shut down and probably sold. And then the church will have to meet elsewhere. But even a church without a building still needs money for something. They need to be able to take care of each other, even if they don't have a building in which to meet. Because, as a side note, the church isn't about the building. The church is about the people in it. So why is it important to give to the church anyway? Well, giving is a way that we show our faith. God asks us to give to His church, to give to those in need, to pay for those who work in the ministry. And that is an act of faith. We're taking what we would need for our food and for us to live, giving just a little bit out and trusting that God will make up the difference. And I'm not getting into the difference between offering and tithes and all that. I'm just saying it's important that we give. Well, while the church needs money, that is not the main focus of the church. It shouldn't be. If the church's main focus is the money, it's time to find another church. Giving will also expand our outreach. There are people who will go to other countries and they need financial support. Everybody who who is a missionary goes to another country. They're normally not well-off people. They are people who God has called. See, God calls everybody, rich or poor, to go and serve Him and to reach people for His kingdom. And it requires money. So money is always going to be a factor for as long as we human beings put such value and emphasis on it. So no business, no human being lives without money, and the church is no different. And I've already described a lot of the reasons why. See, the churches do not produce products. They are not selling things to make their money. They rely on those who come. And without the giving of the people who come, the church, as I already said, cannot exist. So if you still have the idea and attitude that all the church wants is money, I would encourage you to not give any. Don't give money to look good for someone else, or to make yourself feel better, or to try to barter with God or buy an answer from God, which some people do. They think if they give the money, they'll get attention, and God will bless them somehow. So God understands and knows your motives, and He loves a joyful giver. He loves a generous giver. He loves someone who is giving for His glory and not for their own. If you read in Luke and Mark, there's a story of the widow's mite. Now, Jesus is watching people give, and there's these people who are giving great amounts of money. And a widow comes by and only drops 2 little coins into the offering. And Jesus says she is giving more than all of these people because she is giving out of her living. These people are giving out of their abundance. So if you say, well, I don't have enough, that's your time to put your faith in action and give what God asks you to give, whatever He lays on your heart to give, and then trust Him that He will make up the difference that you now lack, which I've already explained. I know I repeated myself a few times in this, and I apologize, but I want to emphasize that the church certainly needs it. That is not the purpose of the church to collect money, but money helps the church to grow, expand, and to reach others. This has been 5 Minute Ministries, and I'll see you next time.